My top 3 favorite agents. I think Jet's really fun because of the knives. In pro play would probably be KO. I think KO is my favorite agent in pro play. And then what else do I really like? Probably would be Yori as a nice third. No, Omen's actually not in my top 3. Playing controller is just boring. I don't like playing controller. Playing anything but Duelist is boring in my opinion. Like Duelist and I would say Flash Initiators are like Flash Initiators, you need to use your brain a little bit more, a decent bit more, and you do have to like set up your team. But if you're able to set up your team right, it basically makes your life easier and then you get put into more good positions more often. Whereas Duelist lives and dies by your support. If you don't have good support, you're just gonna look like on Duelist. Like literally put anyone on Duelist, and if they don't have good support, then either for one look like a noob, or two they won't go in if they have the intuition not to go in, and then they're like they look like a baiter. There's like the 3 worlds. Either one, your team is and you can't support you, and then you just look like a baiter because you're like, I'm not going to go in. Or 2, you try going in with the util, and if your team's just not throwing proper util, then you look like a noob. And then on the third part is you look like a god because everything just works out right. You're playing off the util well, your team's setting you up properly, you know how to mix in aggro plays, you know when to be passive, stuff like that. That's why I would say like the thing I don't like about Duelists. I think the most interesting thing is as a Duelist player migrated into other roles, because you basically know how to like succeed and you know how to like what happens when you just get railed and like what can give you a bad time. I think that perspective allows Duelist players to actually play support roles more easier. I mean, if you think about what you're doing when you play, then you can play either like a controller with a flash or flash initiator pretty well. I do think scan initiators are a little bit more, you have to be like a scan initiator specialist. Those characters play like a lot weirder than others.